Hello, this is the latest update on my 90-gallon reef tank that I have set up here. I recently upgraded, or I should say not recently, in November I upgraded from the 36-gallon bow front to this standard 90-gallon with corner overflow. There hasn't been a lot of progress on it just because it's been very slow. I've run into some complications, namely my male Melanaris wrasse that ended up getting ick and dying. So I basically have had my two fish here that I still have, a young Melanaris wrasse and Diamond Watchman goby, sort of in the quarantine, just to make sure that they're okay. Thus far they seem to be okay, so probably in a couple of weeks I'm going to end up adding something else. Probably a pajama cardinal, just because they're cheap and relatively easy to take care of, just as a sort of test, and then moving on from there. The biggest thing that I did do, and I upgraded, I finally got that 90, not the 90, but the 50 pounds of rock that I had cycling in a garbage can. Got them in a tank last week. You can kind of tell, based on the algae, which ones are the older rocks and which ones are the newer rocks. The newer rocks I've been testing about every other day, and the ammonia, nitrates, nitrites, all of them are checking out good. So I will probably add some more snails and crabs to the cleanup crew, because I am starting to get some of that extra brown algae, probably from a little bit of a diatom bloom from the new rock coming into the tank. But the water parameters are good. My goby has been a lot more skittish since we tore apart the rock work and added the extra 50 pounds in there, so he's spends a lot of his time hiding. My wrasse is still fairly active, weaving in and out of the rocks, likes to be seen. As a matter of fact, there it comes, poking its head out right now. So you can see still a juvenile at this point. I've had it since about August of last year. I did buy it very young, just because I want to, give it a chance to get in there and not be overly assertive and aggressive at this point while getting used to tank mates. And it seems to have worked out pretty well. There's my frog spawn coral, which, as you can see, has opened up quite a bit since having it in my 36. I think it's a little bit close to the power head, but trying to get these rocks to stack up right was a real pain. So I don't know. I'll keep it there probably for a bit and just see how it does. My hammer has opened up and the tentacles have thickened quite a bit, so it definitely likes its new position better than where it was. In terms of equipment, I've got an Eheim 300 watt tank heater. Kind of a funny story on that. The original 200 watts ended up just being defective and it wouldn't shut off. So my fish store didn't have a replacement, so they just gave me a 300 watt upgrade for free, and it seems to be working really well. So getting it dialed in, though, was a real pain. I have the old Coralia Hydor 1950 gallon per hour. I put it here on the left side with the return pump, that way it makes up for the flow. And then added this beast of a 2450 over here on this side. So I've got, between the two power heads, just over 4,000 gallons of flow between the two power heads. So the other equipment that I got, and I bought the rest of the stuff used except for the tank itself, which I had to replace because it was all scratched up, which I'm sure you've seen on the other video. I'll go ahead and show underneath here. I just got a little magnetic front on this. Sorry. This is the 29-gallon sump. I've got in there some Chemi Pure Elite bags I probably need to replace it. I had a GFO bag as well in there, just because I was dealing with some phosphate issues. The return pump down in there, of course, you know, that's one of the Jabao 8000T models, the DC 8000T model, if I remember correctly. That was part of the used package deal, as was this Hydor 405 protein skimmer. Seems to work pretty well. Now I am currently running a filter sock on this tank. It's a tie-on because I don't have the actual platform. Seems to work fairly well, but I don't know. I know results are mixed on the filter socks in terms of what they can do. So I'm gonna just try it out and see how it goes. I may do away with doing them, or I may keep up with it. Usually I'm changing them out about once a week, and then of course I wash them out, spray them out real good. I wash them on hot in the washer on 2 cycles, and then I just air dry them. And it seems to be working all right. So, but anyways, that's kind of the progress on my tank. I do still have my cleaner shrimp in here as well. He's hiding out somewhere in the back. So I will anyways just kind of keep doing periodic updates as I get new stuff for the tank, and just let you guys kind of track the progress. So that's where we're at with the 90-gallon upgrade from the old 36 bow front, and thanks for watching.